Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus. WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is committed to your safety with 6 hours of continuous team coverage.
This is a relentless storm, Dave.
We're fortunate we all made it out alive.
And our network of sky cams across the state alerting you to danger, bringing you live footage of tornadoes as they touch down in Wathau County.
Look at this, Chase. Guys, look at that.
This is ground zero almost. I mean, this is really hard to stomach, like I said.
We take our commitment to being on your side seriously, and together, we're Mississippi Strong. Weekdays, stream First Alert Weather Plus.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
WLBT's First Alert Weather Team is keeping you up to date with the latest information. From your morning commute to your afternoon drive, we're on your side, streaming on your favorite devices. WLBT First Alert Weather Plus.
Yes, Tony Baker, we are launching. We're launching.
Right
We've
now.
launched. We actually have launched.
This is
We have
official
liftoff.
liftoff.
We have liftoff. Hey, it's the Gator and Freddie show.
Welcome.
Good to see you. This is not your grandmother or grandfather's or great uncles or your distant great grandfather's weathercast. This is meteorologist Elise Ushman in her alter ego as your Gator.
No, I'm Freddie.
You're Freddie, and I'm Chief Meteorologist Dave Roberts, and I'm Gator. And those are our names. That's what we do. Of course, if there were a tornadic situation right now, we wouldn't be gleeful. We wouldn't be glib. We would be in a different mode. We'd probably be on TV. But we're not, because we're watching this one storm system move away. And that's good news.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, I'm happy for tonight. Let's get some sleep. Okay?
Yeah.
For the love.
With no.
I got passionate. Yeah, push your mic up, would you? What's the matter with you? Why are you so quiet?
There. How's
Very
that?
quiet.
Oh, that looks better.
Were you the quiet kid in school? I don't think you were.
In school, yes. With my friends, no. I wasn't like loud in class. I hated when I had to answer questions out loud in class. I would turn the color of a tomato, turn beet red.
I never had that problem.
So embarrassed.
Really?
Yes.
You?
Yeah.
Wow. I never had that problem. I used to get in trouble though.
I was one of those people that talk about how whenever you had to take turns reading in class, you would count to figure out what you had to read and like practice it
Good point.
before it got to you.
Yeah.
One time, one of my teachers called me out in class because I was in the musical or the play, and someone in my class that had been in class with me for multiple years at a not very large school said, "Who's that?" So that made it worse.
Wow.
There's a little insight into my school life.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. It was
Hmm.
a fun story, huh?
I mean, it's an interesting story. It's a little insight into your life. I didn't know. I mean, I didn't expect you to be like loud or obnoxious in school or anything like that. I would think you'd be probably a conscientious student. Yeah.
Yeah.
What kind of grades?
All A's and a couple B's.
I feel like we
Mostly
should have
A's and a
asked this
couple
on the
B's.
job interview. Maybe we're a little late in asking you this because what if you told me you
I
flunked
think
out?
that's
or-
actually something you
Yeah.
should ask people.
Yeah. like what's their GPA maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay, I'm
Mhm.
with you. Anyway, we're looking right now at some showers and storms that are moving out of the area. They're moving into western Alabama. Good riddance.
Yeah,
See
bye.
ya. Bye-bye. Okay, but we've got another batch that could be coming in tomorrow. Not tonight.
Yeah.
We're taking a breather for tonight.
Yeah, for tonight. You see these nice quiet conditions,
Mhm.
more of that overnight. There's a chance we see a few little isolated showers that maybe have a little rumble
Mhm.
of thunder with them. But our next system is expected to get here shortly after,
About this time tomorrow.
about this time tomorrow.
Using graph?
No,
Or are you on the extended?
this is the extended.
I use the extended too. It's interesting. The extended is showing this is going to be a much farther south system.
Mhm.
If you look at the graph, which is another in-house model we use, that's going to be pushing it more towards the metro area. So right now, this could be a situation. I said this to Elise today. We came in, we're now at number 3 for the wettest Mays on record. It's potentially possible that we're done with rainfall this week, at least in Jackson. Not everybody's
It
going to see
is.
rain.
Yeah. Not everybody's going to see rain. This is what the graph
Yeah.
says. It says, earlier it starts to push into our
Mhm.
south, and then this time ish tomorrow it's getting into the metro.
That's right.
So it's a possibility. I
Mhm.
went with the extended because it had a better grasp on those little storms that we saw earlier this
Mhm.
evening
Got it.
popping up. So that's just why I went with it. Now, and then this also says that what we see, well, this doesn't go to Thursday, but the graph says what comes in on Thursday maybe doesn't even make it
Mhm.
into our area. Stay south.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In any event, we have a low and severe threat for both Wednesday and Thursday.
Marginal.
Yep. Level 1.
Marginal. Do you ever say to your friends something's marginal?
Not really.
No, I don't either.
No.
It should be like slim.
Slim. Yeah.
Unlikely.
I use unlikely.
Okay.
Probably
unlikely.
the
There we
most.
go. All right. That's good.
My face is itchy.
Is it?
Yeah.
What do you think that's from? Is that from the impending weather?
I don't know.
Does your face itch when there's
It's
tornadoes?
just this room.
Oh,
makes
yeah.
my
This
face
room
itchy.
makes you itchy. How do you understand why? Okay. So I have this weird thing. When we come in this room, like whatever it is, I don't know. It's not really so much you because we've worked together enough now, but like the other meteorologists that fill in for your position, they want to shut that door. Don't walk
They
in here.
do.
And I don't like that. This
room, listen,
yeah.
y'all don't understand. This room is like noise insulated
Yeah.
and therefore extra insulated. And there's so much equipment in here. It gets so hot.
Yeah, it really heats up.
so fast.
And
These
I get
lights.
Yeah, and I
heat
get
the room up.
claustrophobic.
Yeah, it's too much.
I get
It's
claustrophobic.
like being in a closet
Yeah.
with the door closed and like a camera on your face.
I don't. That's
It's
exactly
nothing
what
about
it
that
is.
sounds
right. No, it sounds
like a
kinda
good
creepy,
idea.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, I'm just a claustrophobic person. So we come in here, and all of a sudden, I look over my shoulder, and they're closing. I'm like, leave that open. Are you
Don't do
sure?
that.
Yeah, I'm like, please, just leave it open. It's okay. If someone complains, they can complain to me because I just don't want to be locked in the room.
But I don't think they can really hear us out there.
They
Anyways.
can't hear us at all, and I really don't think we can hear them. And what I
Not
don't
enough
get
that it's
is
bothersome.
you hear the air conditioning when it kicks on.
Yeah,
The whole room, it's like we're on an airplane. So I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
very odd.
Again, this is the Gator and Freddy show. If you came here looking for like a straight weather forecast, no.
We don't do that.
We're not
We
doing
don't do that here.
We're not doing that.
No,
And we do take requests,
we do.
but we also have Cash App. I'm just kidding. We don't do that. I know you have Cash App. I have Cash App too. But we're not taking Cash App or Venmo or Zelle.
Not officially.
Right. What time tomorrow will the weather be there in Pike County? Probably by 6 or 7 p.m. Raynell Lang.
Mm-hmm.
Robin Suzanne, so happy for a quiet night with no storms. I'm with you. I hear you clucking.
And a dry start
Yeah.
tomorrow. I think that sounds nice.
Exactly. Weather DJs. That's right,
Yeah.
Robin Suzanne. Don't you forget it.
So we got this pattern change though by the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Some little good news for you. A lot of moisture until we get there. So even if it's or when it's not raining, it's going to feel hot and muggy out there like what we had this afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
By the weekend, though, you see how that front just pushed all that moisture down to the south. It'll stay that way for a couple of days, which means we get some really comfortable conditions for Friday evening through at least Sunday morning, maybe Sunday afternoon, but there's a slim chance, so we see some showers Sunday afternoon.
Why don't you tell us? So why it is there. I looked at it in the forecast models.
Yeah.
It's there, but what do you think's going on there? What do you think's going on?
Well, it almost wants it to be like one of these systems that we've been seeing this week.
I agree, but
I'm not sure I buy that happening again.
I don't buy it completely either. And also, we've got the dust starting to enter the region, not here Sunday, but it will be entering the region. So that's the other thing. The dust is going to make things hazy next week, and it will also reduce our chances for rain. So there's that one little thing. Okay.
See how little. Now, I'll say earlier today, the rain that you see about this time, Sunday afternoon, was a little bit more widespread coverage, but it's trending back now to it being dry.
And I feel like if we continue to see dust in this area, it's going to be drying out the atmosphere more and more. So typically a dusty atmosphere contains about 50 to about 30% less moisture, than you would see in a normal atmosphere. So it should knock our moisture down quite a bit next week.
Well, that's good because our temperatures are going to be going up.
That's the problem. It'll be going up because it's drier air, high pressure, sinking air. And then, of course, you have sinking air and dust, which is trapped in the lower layers of the atmosphere. So we're going to be like this next week. It's not fun.
It's going to be so hazy. You can't see down the road.
90-degree temperatures.
Yeah.
Don't eat the dust. Not that you
don't
really
take your lunch outside.
I wouldn't do that next week. No, I think it's going to be for respiratory. And, I have asthma, so
Same.
I'm not happy about next week at all.
Yeah.
I'm not really happy about that whole thing. So just putting that out there. Okay,
well, that's pretty much all I got.
Okay, well, listen, it's your
we
weekend.
can look at what it looks like right now.
Okay, you want to look at
So the sun's still up. There you go. It's muggy.
Look at that.
82 feels like 87. Oh, we went back up. It was 81 earlier. Now it's 82 again.
Okay.
Look at those clear skies.
Yeah, the skies have really cleared out.
Wow.
The dry air behind that disturbance, it's sinking the air and it's just knocking the clouds right out. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
All right. So then
82 feels like 87.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's humid.
Humid for the rest of this week. Drier air this weekend, and then maybe dry, dusty air next week.
Okay.
But warmer next week and comfortable this weekend.
What do you got going on for dinner tonight? What's for dinner?
That's such a good question.
I ask all the good questions. It's an in-depth. And by the way, you are under oath. You can't lie.
So this is going to be so embarrassing for me to say. This last 45-ish minutes, I've been thinking about how I'm going to go and get some wine and some cookie dough. So wine and cookies. I had a snack earlier.
Well, what kind of cookies?
Chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, that sounds good. What's wrong with that?
It's just your weekend. Dinner. Yeah, it's my weekend.
Yeah, what'd you eat earlier?
Well, I had my stuffed raviolis at lunch.
Okay.
I might eat the rest of that because I didn't eat it all at lunch. Okay. I got full. And then I had some little like protein chips with guacamole.
Oh, really? Look at you. Okay, good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, the raviolis. Does it come with a sauce?
No, I put sauce on it.
Oh, that's what you told me.
They're just like the raviolis are just in the bag, and then I put them
and cook them, or
no, they were already like individual. So I just dumped the bag into the dish, and then I poured sauce over it, and then I shredded some cheese on top.
Okay,
and then I baked it.
Oh, look at you! So international.
Quite good.
I got some tortellini at the house. I might do the same thing over the next couple of days. I got the chicken. Remember, I made the chicken and rice last. Yeah, but something's going on my fridge. It's keeping everything really cold, so it won't be defrosted tomorrow. It'll still be frozen.
You need to check the temperature.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the Google. Do you have Google where you live?
Yeah. Actually, we use DuckDuckGo.
Do you really?
My dad does.
I love that. It's hysterical. I love that. Hey, Myman Brown. Good evening to my godson, Lauren. Hey, godson.
Good evening.
Lauren. Good
to
evening.
Both of you.
Yeah. And listen, Elise is gonna go. I'm gonna go eat something. And I'll be back doing Fox 40 News at 9, and then WLBT News at 10. I know you're still seeing that severe thunderstorm watch for a couple of few counties in our viewing area. I expect those will be removed very soon because there's really no severe threat whatsoever. So that's just a formality of them being removed. We'll get rid of that hopefully very soon. and we can say bye-bye to, look at you. You're just like hitting all these buttons.
That's
over
too
there.
many buttons.
Yeah, the storms are way out of here.
Yeah,
so
they're gone.
They're not affecting any of our counties. So, hey, we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow. I will, at least. She won't.
Nope.
But and we won't have too rough of a forecast for
I'll
you.
see you in June.
The gaps are getting bigger. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
See you next month.
Yeah. See you
The
next month.
gaps are getting bigger in between these storm systems, these weather systems. So that's good news.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, stay safe. Be careful. If you missed any of this riveting program, it'll stay on Facebook, looping monotonously in circles for the rest of the night, maybe the rest of eternity. Until then, have a good night. Bye-bye.